in season, he's like trying to push to that highest elevation. He's trying to like do something he's never done before. He's like, I'm just gonna fast. I'm gonna legitimately fast and play these games. And I'm probably not gonna play as well as I could play, but like, this is what I'm supposed to do right now.
Or he could be super charged up, playing crazy.
He had one game
holy
for sure.
spurt.
He went insane, and he was like fasting for Ramadan. And I just like saw the feeling of like, I don't think he even really expressed how much he was like, this is it right here. This feeling right here is like better than anything. Just like what God led me to down this path where I probably shouldn't be playing so malnourished and dehydrated, but I'm gonna do it anyways because like this is where I'm at. And then I
sacrifice, sacrificial balling. Yeah, that's tight. Yeah, I guess we're talking about Kyrie. I guess he follows Ramadan.
Yeah, I think he
adheres to that practice, that religious sacrifice.
My perception was he had never fasted in season before for Ramadan, but this was the year he was gonna fast in season and still play. This is the first time he'd ever done it.
Never tried it out for real.
And then I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. And then he just like they go on a
this
decent,
year.
Yeah,
I'm shot.
Yeah, they like win most of the games during like his fasted season, and then he has one game towards the end of the fast where he just goes insane. He's like tapped in. Like I see it happen to him where he's like, I'm unstoppable. I can't miss. Everything is like I've got pure perception of what's going on here. I'm faster than them. Like up here.
Yeah, or being ahead in the same moment. Like we're all in the moment together, but maybe he's just like 0.01 second or 0.02 seconds ahead of everyone else, and that's enough. That's enough to make a difference.
Yeah, hell yeah,
a big difference,
especially in like basketball at the highest level. And then just I felt like I watched him like embrace that. He's like, I know what's going on here. Like I'm ahead in the moment. I just got you beat. And then he wins the game, and then. Yeah, like I think Ramadan was ending like in 3 days or something like that. After that, they didn't have to play again, or maybe it was like I think they didn't have to play again while they were in Ramadan. Is how I remember the memory. But you can do the research. It happened this season. That's why I'm so impressed. Is because he goes to Dallas, still not giving up on this fucking ship he's running. Like he's been looking for this ship forever, you know?
Yeah, ever since the first one.
Team and trying to build super teams.
Trying to make it happen.
And here they go.
Yeah, bro, it's going down. I'm pretty sure it starts today. But that's tight.
Yeah. So I
shout out Kyrie, bro.
I like Kyrie.
That man's crazy. Yeah, he's wilding. He's only like 6'1", 6'2", right? He's like our height.
That's insane.
He's like our height. That's out there going crazy.
You imagine seeing Kyrie Irving at LA Fitness?
Yeah.
Right.
She's like, oh shit, okay. Want to hoop? You want to run?
I got him.
I want that guy.
Right? Especially if you get a good pregame warm-up out of him.
Bruh. But yeah, fasting during the season, that's crazy. I guess, I don't know, maybe you get more spiritually tapped in, or maybe a little bit more, ahead in the moment, just because you're so, I guess maybe the sacrifice, everything you're sacrificing towards is like, I guess trying to strengthen or increase the relationship or the spirituality aspect of your life. And then maybe in doing that, you're able to even get more tapped into the reality of reality.
Yeah, even if it's for
like
that.
You're hungry, but like there's something deeper there. What's going on? What's generating that hunger? Then you tapped into the generation of the hunger.
That's like
just ones and zeros, and you're like, oh my God, the Matrix.
Yeah.
Food is not real. I'm not real.
Yeah. Imagine him at the free throw line. This free throw isn't real.
Ones and zeros. Bang, one. Bang, one.
Yeah, bro. That's hard. I imagine it's something like that. I don't know how he perceives all that, but you know what I'm saying?
Something like that may be happening.
He just lit me up. I'm like, dude, that's sick.
Yeah, that'd be funny from like watching him in his perspective. He's like, I'm trying this shit. And then he just like unfolds the Matrix.
Yeah, dude. I feel the
sacrifice.
I felt the page ripple a couple times where I'm like, how do I, like trying to think my way through it. You know what I'm saying? Shed the skin.
Rip the cosmos.
Right.
Rip the fabric of space-time.
Yeah, and if you just want to get physical, physicists with people in the multiverse theory, there's definitely a universe where you're going to do that. And then in infinity universes where you do that, and then different outcomes happen.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's an impossibility. Everything is possible. That's what I'm trying to say.
Infinite timelines.
Yeah, if you believe that.
Multiverse theory.
It's like a big, fucking physics.
Running theoretical theory, running theory out there.
What's it called with...
We're all trying to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, in physics there's a lot of running theories because it's like they don't know. You can't prove a lot of stuff. So it's like it's either this or this.
Mm-hmm.
And then people decide for themselves.
The scientific community is based on that. Just trying to figure out what is. What's up?
Work's calling me right now. You want to talk to the people for a second?
Oh no!
I know.
Yeah. All right. So we'll cut back in. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right. Well, bullet dodged.
Woo!
Everything's good in the hood.
Neo with the ones and zeros.
Breaking the matrix. But yeah, man, it's good life out here. It's good life. You said you had something that we want to talk about, or there was topics you had?
Dude, I'm just so happy I'm not going to work right now. I was like,
oh no.
Here's something though, is that sometimes in the mornings, bro, I'm like, don't want to answer the phone, bro. You know, like, but it's like bigger than that. So sometimes, like, I'll just get a phone call from like, you know, Spectrum telling me that my bill's overdue. With that number,
fuck that. Fuck that call night or day, bro.
I think sometimes we've talked about this, right? About they're always calling for their money, right?
Of course. Sons of bitches. Those greedy pricks.
I'll try to sleep, motherfucker. No, but like I'll be in the gym and then I get a phone call from like a number I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm usually...
I hardly answer those. Probably never, bro. Like
very
rarely.
So much better right now.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the thing is that like sometimes I'll gauge my like tenacity for the day with how sometimes I'll pick up the phone and be like, hello?
How willing you are and the tone you come on the phone with.
Yeah, because there's times where it's like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, you pussy, bro.
That's some avoidance energy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
There's other times where I'm like, look at the phone and I'm just like, no, we're doing it. And then with the you do it, I'm like in the gym, like, so I'm just like, hello, my name's Matthew. What do you need from me? I'm here. I'll be responsible for it. But like, yeah, I was happy. Just now, whenever that happened, I was like, hold on, I gotta do this one real quick. Hello? And then in my own mind, I was like, nice, bro. You're like doing shit. You're like handling your shit. Don't shy away from that contact now, player.
Yeah.
Go get your contacts.
That's a thing now, right? Or like the tendency to shy away from a phone call conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like
right?
that's because I've definitely experienced that. I think that's a very common trope or common feeling that people share.
Yeah.
Or maybe if that's like or that particular feeling is getting more popular, or you know, I feel like that's the true thing. Right.
Yeah,
shit, just text me.
To screen someone's calls is definitely. I mean, people have been screening calls since you can know who was calling.
Yeah, right.
But at the same time, I do think that people, phone call avoidant. People are like, just text me. Why are you calling me?
Mm-hmm. There's something. It's more demanding of you to be right. Or there's something there. I guess it's also maybe. I guess part of it that came to my mind was the idea that maybe it's kind of like maybe a little bit nerve wracking to be on the spot because you're kind of more on the spot. If you're able to like gather your thoughts and organize them and then articulate a message through like text or email, it's much more chill versus like freestyling in the moment of talking live on the phone.
True.
It's like you're live.
Yeah.
I'm listening. The silence is loud.
Hi, my name is Matthew. I was looking to do a conversation real quick about the stuff that I need from you. Yeah, I feel you. You have to put on your whole like your whole presentation of the you know?
Yeah.
You might be like laying on the couch. This is me, like on my days off whenever I'm chilling. And I've got the blanket over me and I'm like knee deep in like, Fallout. And I'm just like, this is nuts. And then like work calls you and you're like, oh man, I gotta be like presentable Matthew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To come all the way out of that shell and into someone who can make good decisions for yourself.
The social mask.
Yeah, right? Just to like,
whoosh. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
we probably should be able to do that, but it does seem like people are like, man, just text me for that stuff.
Yeah, or just like having that being more avoidant, maybe not less social. What is it? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's easier to avoid. Maybe it's like conflictuous in nature, Maybe not even like conflict necessarily, like negative conflicts, like opposing ideas, but just maybe the idea of the conversation, being put on the spot in conversation is like uncomfortable. People hate public speaking, and it's like a mini version of public speaking if you're like talking to the phone.
Yeah.
Versus like the max are large scale talking to a crowd, but either way, you're still just talking into it, like being listened to by somebody,
right?
By a group of people or one person. So maybe that little dose of that's like kind of nerve wracking. That's a very common fear.
Yeah.
It's like number one fear or something like that. It's like top two, top three, public speaking.
Right. And it's energy expenditure. Like you gotta.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, it costs.
Yeah, like,
It costs your faculties to
I'm getting
operate.
taxed right now.
Yeah, you got to change your voice.
Yeah.
I remember noticing my mom do that when I was a kid.
Hello.
Yeah,
my name is Matthew.
She'd answer the phone and put it on.
What, customer service voice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And hang it up, be like, all right.
Yeah.
It's like talking to your homies versus talking to your boss.
Yeah.
Or a guest or employees.
Yeah, exactly.
It's costly. That's a common trend now.
Another thing is that it's like that normally happens in naturally occurring social occasions where you're like, you know, you've like gone outside and you are your outside self and personality, and you're like, then you come across someone in the workplace and then they're like, hey, how are you doing, man? And it's like, I'm doing well, you know, like you have that naturally occurring conversation, but someone can just like directly request that from you, like in the privacy of your own time.
Yeah.
Like, no. It's like, oh no, like I'm not engaging in social stuff right now.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
You just gotta be like, boom, what's up? What you need from me?
Articulated it.
Yeah, so you know.
But not going to work. Big chilling today.
Yeah.
Big chilling today.
Yeah, and we answered the phone well. We're just like, let's solve this problem, baby. Might have changed the timeline with that attitude.
Yeah,
forks in the road, dog.
Right?
Yes.
Many forks.
Those phone calls, I'm telling you, bro. Like the energy I answer those phone calls with, like, man, it
sets the tone.
It sets the tone for the whole day. It does. I was literally talking to myself about this last night.
Okay.
I was like, that shit is true, brother. Like, you can't ignore that. Like, making the bed before you leave the house, that's a fork there.
Mm-hmm.
You either did make the bed and you're on that trajectory, or you did not make the bed and you're on that trajectory. And, like, I just feel like there was such a long period of my life where I had this, like, juice to do things because Jordan Peterson ingrained it in my brain that those decisions will, like, shape the outcome of your day. That like making the breakfast, it just like isn't even just like making sure you get food in your stomach. It's just like maximizing the best potential situation for yourself with maximum input from yourself. It's like I did everything I could, everything that my brain could imagine, and I spent time imagining what I could do. I did it all in honor of this day. And then that day is like better. It's more fulfilling. Like you're more in sync with the rhythm of the nature. Like your opportunity to have positive interactions are literally higher because of your sacrifice of that day. Jordan Peterson had me like, there was like an extra juice for just like, make sure we have the best day we can have. Make sure we have you're going to war later, brother. If
Come
you
on,
can do
brother.
anything to help you dodge a couple bullets, because in a restaurant, anything can go wrong all the time. How do you go through a whole shift and nothing goes wrong? Like, that's why I respect Kyrie Irving fasting so much in the basketball.
Okay.
Because I feel like he's sacrificing. He took it to the most extreme. To like, I'm going into this war, and right now I feel called to like the best thing that I
Go
can
into
do.
this war with no ammo.
Yeah, it's like big trust. I know what's going down here. This was the mission, and now he's in the championship. You know, so that's kind of why I want him to win so bad. Is like I feel like he's the guy. I think he's been the best point guard in the last 10 years.
He's going crazy.
I'd rather...
He ain't shooting like Steph, but he's crazy.
True.
He's a madman. I put him right up there, bro. He's got to be right up there.
As a defender, I'd rather have to try to guard Steph than Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's going to just embarrass you all night.
That's it.
He's going to embarrass you all the...
That's the worst.
He's going to kill you.
If someone just hits threes, they hit threes. They're a good shooter. What can you do about that? All you could do is try to annoy him and contain him. But like, if no one can hold this man. You can't stop him. He's just gonna make you look stupid.
Your teammates are gonna, bro. Do something, bro. Do something. Just push him, bro. Like,
just foul him.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah. He has that aspect to him,
right?
As far as his game, he's a killer.
So that's what he represents to me when I look at this, modern NBA that we look at. That's what he represents to me now, and that's why ultimately I do kind of like. I was hoping the whole time that the Mavs would do well, but I was also watching a bunch of other shit. But now that there's not the other shit to watch, I'm kind of like, I kind of want them to win.
Rooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Mavs. Love the Mavs. It's my Ryan college roommate.
Yeah.
That's his squad.
Really?
Die Hard Dallas. That was first. I think that was the first NBA game I went to. I went to an NBA game with him.
Nice.
For his, I forget what birthday. I don't know, some birthday in high school. But me, him, and like 2 of our other homies maybe, and his brother, we all went to. I forget who they were playing, but it was Dallas. In Dallas, it was tight. So yeah, always got a soft spot in my heart for D-Town.
I didn't like them.
And Luke is lit.
Luke is lit. Luke changed my mind about Dallas as a whole because I did not like them.
Really?
Yeah, I was a big Dwayne Wade.
Because they beat the Heat.
Yeah, I love Dwayne Wade.
That was the thing.
Dwayne Wade made his mark beating Dallas, so it kind of just felt like they were the bad guy, or like.
And then the Heat beat them in 2006.
Yeah, he got back on.
When they were up 2-0.
Yeah,
got him.
And he went insane with like no help. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was him and Shaq.
He was on the Heat at that time. That's crazy.
Yeah, Shaq. He won a couple with the Lakers, and then they left. And then he won one with Dwayne Wade.
Dude, that's how spotty my childhood memory is. I'm just like, he went insane all by himself. No one else was on the court.
40 points a game.
No one played defense. Just him.
1-on-5. 5v1.
But yeah. Yeah, so, and plus there was just something about Dirk Nowitzki fans that I didn't like. Just like in the like, you know how sometimes like Tom Brady fans are annoying?
Yeah.
I felt that way about some Mavs fans. I don't know if that's
Dirk.
fair or not, you know?
Dirk, awkward German basketball. Off 1 foot, behind the head. Got him.
But Luka put that on its head because it's like the same fans of Dirk love Luka. And like... the
German, or not the German, sorry, the foreign guy.
Yeah.
The foreign white guy coming in, dominating the star. He's like a star of the team.
He's
in both eras.
Right.
Dirk and Luka.
Yeah, they're built around him. Kyrie's a accentuating piece to him. He just happens to be perfect.
Luka's disgusting.
He's disgusting.
He's
dude.
disgusting.
He has some plays where you're just like, it's those foreign basketball players. They do shit that we've never seen, and you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it looks almost as if they're playing at a different pace or a different speed. It's like, or maybe not a different speed, but a different tempo. That's like off speed. It's like they're like traditional American NBA basketball is played at like 90 BPMs, but they're coming in at like 85 or like 87. It's just like a little different, a little off, but like it works.
Yeah.
And
they rap off beat to their off tempo, and then somehow they're in rhythm. For sure.
It's like, what the fuck? You're like a half measure behind, but like you're ahead. A quarter measure.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He does do that. He does. That's how he hit that game winner on that guy. It's like he's literally moving slower than him.
Cooked him. I fucking cooked him. I cooked Rudy Gobert, the Frenchman.
He said that?
Yeah. I cooked him.
You call him a Frenchman?
Yeah. Unless that was an AI shit, I'm pretty sure that was real. I can't trust anything anymore, man. Fucking deep fake shit going out crazy.
True. We should just make deep fakes. Have athletes saying hilarious shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I've seen a bunch of clips of him like he
talks his shit.
He talks his shit.
He talks
bro.
some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was talking a lot of shit.
He backs it up.
Right after he hit that shot. You just see him like going off.
Oh my god! Yeah,
I never saw what he said. Did you?
It looked as if he said in English. It looked as if he said, "You can't fucking guard me. You can't fucking guard me." That's what it looked like. If I'm lip reading, that's what it looks like.
I know,
he was asked, and he said, "I didn't say that." He said, "Oh, speaking Slovenian."
Yeah.
It's so like, funny. Okay, who's gonna say what? Who can tell? Who knows?
Who was courtside that night?
Those lips. I'm telling you, that's what they spoke to me.
Dude, Michael Jordan's the fucking, Superman of basketball. He's the one. And he talked a lot of shit after he won. He'd be like screaming like,
yes.
Yeah, so I feel like there's room for that. We got room for that.
He backs it up. He's crazy. But sacrifice to the moment so you can have that better day, get on that better trajectory, get ahead in the moment.
And last night I'm not debating with myself, but I'm like,
answer the phone.
So I was like talking to myself about how that's almost kind of magical to say, if I make my bed and then I go, there's a better day waiting for me as I travel into that day. Versus if I don't make the bed, there's a different reality that is a lower frequency with lower outcomes, more room for chaos, and a lower threshold for the optimal outcome that could occur based on me making my bed or not. That's kind of like, I was debating within myself. I was like, is that too fantastic? Like, is that Is that
am I reading too much into this? Am I putting too much into this?
Right. Is that like a delusion of grandeur? You know what I'm saying? Like, is
trying to create nuance.
Yeah, Terrence Howard really started making me evaluate. Like, he might be fucking.
What do you mean? Continue, because I'm with you. I'm with you.
He might be fucking crazy, but he makes
Definitely a little bit.
He makes so much sense in the sense where, like, I listened to that whole podcast and I'm like, you know, the way that he presents, like, he says what he says, and then Joe Rogan's like, well, what about this? And he's like, well, that, and then he has like a perfect explanation for why that's not relevant to what he's talking about. And he keeps presenting this new information, and you're like taking it all in, and it's like believable. But like, as I'm reading the YouTube comments of that episode, I'm like, people are just like destroying him. People are like saying that he's like basically
trying to discredit him.
Yeah, basically saying he's a crazy person. That this is like all nonsense, and that he's like comparing himself to like Plato and like Socrates, and like I'm like, well, we go to Plato school every day. What? What's so wrong with that?
I was like, or like quick little pause, or like a sticky note. Yeah. Like, are you saying that was because I listened to the very beginning, at least the first like 30 or so minutes of the Duncan Trussell, Joe Rogan, most recent one, and then within that they talk about motherfucking comments like populating, like what comments that you're seeing might not be the legitimate, most recent, most relevant comments. The comments that you're seeing could be algorithmically put in front of you to make you have a certain narrative about what you're watching. Because they were talking about like the guy and the girl watch the same exact video, but the comments are different for each of them. Yeah, and it's like, maybe they want to discredit him. I want to say, yeah, this guy's crazy. This guy's stupid as fuck, dude. But sorry, continue.
This is the great debate. You know,
come on,
saying? Like this is it. It's
you ain't got me, dog. You ain't got us. 38 strong
in this bitch
with a capital K.
Strong. Boys, I'm not sure what we're talking about, but I'm buying in, baby. Stock's going up.
4 more years.
Yeah,
it's an election year. Sorry.
Yeah, re-election year. Come on.
So you're talking about Terrence Howard. You're talking about maybe you're looking too much into life about this forks in the road, because I think it does get that small. There are obvious grand decisions that are like, take this job or don't take this job. That are like obvious, but I think it gets down to the micro. Like, do I brush my teeth this morning? Do I fucking walk the dog, or do I? Whatever.
Okay, so to be a good scientist, dog, you're making me cry over here. To be a good scientist, I'm like, let me detach from these ideas that like I fucking placed all my chips on, like gambled my entire life savings into. Like I put all of my being into believing this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm just like watching Terrence Howard. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously very invested into what he believes. That's at least true. But then with my potentially generated discrediting comments, the critique is just so, you know, this dude is like mentally ill almost, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like,
crazy, man.
Right. And then I'm like, you know, I'm very invested in what I believe over here, and life seems to be like playing out at the trajectory for which like I think things should go, but also like, you know, thinking that making your bed's a bit fantastic. Like some of these, but the capacity to like manifest the life you want is like, you know, how much like I believe in frequencies too, right? I believe in like being on the frequency of the thing that you like aspire to be at, or setting yourself on a frequency attracts the things of that frequency to you. And then like your energy travels in waves, which is frequency.
Yeah, everything is waves, and all waves are frequencies.
I like believe that shit. That's like in my own doctrine.
We had it like 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude. So like,
maybe not 10, but close to like 6.
You know, that's how I make sense of this world.
Long time ago.
It motivates a lot of my.
We're thinking about that shit.
Right.
It's like what the part of the law of attraction is built upon. Watching that, the movie, The Secret, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. The Secret. But now it's like super common knowledge, or super in the meta of things. It's like a common point of conversation nowadays versus 10 years ago.
Yes.
Like the law of attraction and the secret and those kind of philosophies. But that's built upon the idea that everything is a wave, and all waves are frequencies. And frequencies are just different wavelengths. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Your matter, like it looks like
It looks like solid matter.
Yeah, but it's
but
just,
no. It's just a whole bunch of.
Yeah, it's like
Bunch
when
of
you
little
look at a
waves.
chemical at the most microscopic level, you see like protons and photons. You see protons and neurons and electrons,
Yeah.
right? And if you looked at us at the most
It's mostly empty
microscopic
space.
level,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you would find. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's like everything's moving. It's like whenever something's moving so fast, it's like a rim or like a fan. If it's moving so fast, it looks like it's not even moving. Once it goes to a certain speed, you know what I'm saying? At first you can see the rotation, but then once it starts spinning fast enough, it looks completely still. That's what this is. You know what I'm saying?
God damn it, son. That one sits. That's nice.
Right.
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
So I believe in that shit.
Right. So there's something.
But he's getting killed for this.
You know, yeah. Well, because people are like, you're going to fix science, Terrence Howard. It's like people, you know, allegedly people hated working with you. You're not even like fun to be around. And he's like, you're like Nikolai Tesla. That's what you got going on here. Is you're just Nikolai Tesla in the flesh. You're gonna give us fucking UFOs and you have lightning guns. And like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's a bit fantastic. Like that's kind of crazy. And I don't know. I watched this one video discrediting him, and it was crazy to me because it was like I just YouTubed like Terrence Howard, Joe Rogan reaction, and I looked for what looked to be like the most discrediting video with the most views. I was trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. What's the leading anti-theory on his?
right. That's what I was looking for. And then I watch it, and the thing is like they would just take like statements at a time, and then break down,
Try to debunk them.
yeah. But the way that they debunked the statements, that he was like, this doesn't even make sense because this isn't even a real word, and this is, but like the stuff he was attacking was like not really his ideas, and not all of like everything he was doing. It was like the attacks were like, I don't know, it was just like an argument, and someone's like arguing against you, and they're not really addressing what you're saying. They're just kind of like short stumping you, and then being like, well, that's not true because blah 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 blah, and you're like, that's not even what I said. Like it was weird how many times I feel like they didn't really address what he was talking about. They just like were talking a lot of shit about him. And I was like, your argument's so bad that it almost makes me like, I came here for like someone actually to like be like dissect it and show
legit
me fucking
debate.
Yeah, you give me a counter argument, not just like
There we go.
shitting on the way he talks. You know, so it's kind of weird to me. I was like, this is the most viewed. Somebody fucking get like out. It's just weird because he literally says 1 × 1 = 2, right? Because he says like you can't have two particles, if you're gonna like interact two things together.
To multiply means to increase.
Yeah, he's
And
like,
you can't equal the same thing if you're going to multiply. That's not what multiplication is.
and then his other thing is like there's a proof where it's like 2 squared. And then they use 2 squared in a lot of physics proofs. Like everything has like the square root of 2, I think is what it is.
Square root of 2.
Right. And then they use the square root of 2 for like other proofs. And then he just like, it's like the square root of 2 is like
1.4 something or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know how that part goes. It's something about how the square root of 2 is somehow, or then the square root of 2 cubed is more than the square root of 2 is more than 2. I think that's what it is. And it like fucks with there's no way that should happen based on like math laws. But they let it happen for 2 and 3 because it's like those don't really fit the overall proof. But then they use the square root of 2 in like all their physics proofs. So he's like, how can that be? That the exception to the rule is the one that you lean all the other science on. It's like what he's trying to say. It's like, here's what's actually true, and this makes all of your calculations actually work if you do it like this instead of that. Allegedly is what he's trying to say. But he also might just be fucked with a calculator a lot when he was a kid. Have like some kind of, you know, people with numbers, like there's people with a little bit of autism that numbers, like they're not even difficult for them to wrap their mind around. Like we need a calculator, they don't really need a calculator. And it's just like, he might have just been a kid that fucking figured out this isn't that and that and that. And then started fucking with teachers and being like, y'all are broken. I'll break your god of gravity. And then he became an actor, you know? So it's fucking...
Yeah, here's a crazy life story. He was mentioning that he saw some shit in his dreams. Like his first memories were when he was 6 months old, like that kind of shit.
Okay, that's
like,
what that's one of the biggest discrediting things.
It's like how do you, or not how do you discredit him, but like you could just say he's crazy, but like that's just, who's to say? You know what I'm saying?
Who's to say, Justin?
Maybe he's crazy, maybe he's not.
Maybe he's crazy. Maybe he is fucking crazy. But maybe the linchpin is real. And it took a kind of fucking crazy person to unlock the linchpin.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
A certain amount of craziness. It's like the line between crazy and genius is paper thin, dog. It's razor thin.
Razor thin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think?
I think sometimes you have to cross into the crazy to get into the upper levels of genius. You know what I'm saying? You need to completely break the box and go outside the box.
Do you think Michael Jordan liked feeling crazy more or more like a genius? Because I think he probably liked when he felt crazy. Yeah. He was on like a fucking 40-game run. And he's just like, I will annihilate you, bro. I will fucking, what'd you say about me?
Yeah, he was going crazy mode throughout the season and the practices, and then he felt like a genius in the fucking championships when he was holding up the trophy.
And he's just crying or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think I know what it's like to enjoy the fucking, the work sometimes whenever you're like really just being a savage and you're really on that mode and you're really like, I'm the best in the world right now. Ain't nobody fucking with this, dog.
I'm putting in work.
Yeah. And just like going off every single day, that feels fucking great. Your rhythm, your energy is like boom, boom, boom. I remember feeling like you're traveling at light speed. Here we go. Sweet, boom. Another reality, another day goes by. Whee, boom. Just like traveling through timelines to more positivity because your frequency is so high.
Mm-hmm. Come through banging
that shit, but you got to be kind of crazy to keep that, to manage that ship.
Knocking doors down.
Hey, to knock a door down every day, bro. You got to be on some shit, bro. You really got to. That's why these business executives do high yoga in the mornings and fucking, getting a massage in the middle of the day, or like having whatever the fuck. Like you hear of like tech industry moguls that do a lot of like stuff
4 a.m. shit.
Yeah, 4 a.m. shit, like to make their life, I don't know. It's like more sacrifice to get their frequency higher, is what I'm trying to say. Like people do a lot of crazy shit just to like not get an edge. But here's the other thing about it is like, if these decisions to have an optimal day, these optimal sacrifices, just doing the thing that your brain imagines for yourself, like, oh, I should do those dishes before I go. I have 10 minutes. It's like that thing that you imagine for yourself, following the road where that leads. It's like your day, like microscopic changes in your day result on the macro side as like a really big swing in between a bad day and a good day. It's like microscopic shit, bro.
I think it's down to that level.
Like, even like, dude, you remember the day where you weren't going to ask for cake and then you wanted to leave and then you went to do one more thing and then got validation for your entire sacrifice and then got cake?
Yeah.
Like that one microscopic like fraction of a like, even if you didn't debate about the cake, if you would have just like, left without debating for a second or whatever, one high five from one person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Delayed you enough to catch you before you walked out the door. But it's like that, it was just that little. So whenever you're talking about making that bed, it's like later down that line of that day, one extra handshake changes your whole fucking day into what you deem to be like a good day, into what goes in the narrative of your life as a good day.
Yeah.
That's fucking bananas, dude. It doesn't take a lot. You know what I'm saying? Or like, let's say like one guest complaint versus like one guest like 5-star review. And then what if it's just like one moment when you break the ice, whether or not you accidentally lost them or you accidentally won them over, just based on one interaction of energy. Change the whole fucking day, man. Like that blows my mind. So last night when I'm evaluating like, am I tripping, right? It sounds like some of his foundational literature is the law of attraction. Like he's on that more or less, like, I don't know. When he was just speaking in waves and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, some people just say that's like in a crazy person's, that's like one of the books that can lead you to like a diluted reality. Even Joe Rogan says like the law of attraction isn't like, you can't just be like, I want a bike.
Yeah, it's not as cut and dry as it may appear, or as simple as some people may be able to try to put it.
And we can get into that too. But what I'm just trying to say right now is like,
Big Sean was on that shit.
Why isn't he winning hip hop is the question, right? Maybe he is winning hip hop.
I think he's doing well.
Yeah, right. He didn't get into beef just now.
Yeah.
He's still up. He still tours. Still does shows.
Yeah, he's doing just fine. He's doing just fine in hip hop.
So further evaluation of just like, you know, is this I don't want to be like I don't want to be like Terrence Howard if Terrence Howard is like a crazy person, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Right? Who would want that, right?
Mm.
Except for it's crazy that he might be like his crazy is going to like make his mark on history that maybe he's supposed to make. But who the fuck remembers being in their womb? Right? Who the fuck is like when I was
6 months old.
I was a fetus, Joe. My higher self told me I was going to change the world. It's like
I kind of believe
him. Who knows, right? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say one way or the other. He seems pretty legit in my estimation, just by listening to him. Because I guess I don't know. I guess part of the thing that makes me think that is that him coming up with this. It's like it is somewhat ground shattering, earth shaking information, you know, and then with something that comes along with that earth shattering information is your earth shattering. So I think that happening is like kind of a scary thing. So maybe like the immediate typical response would be to kind of look for discreditation or invalidation and make it like not true to like maintain your earth from shattering and having to re-put it back together. But I think the shit that he's coming out with, also everyone who receives it, it's all just information that he's putting out. But we're all interpreting it our own way. And I think part of that interpretation is our openness. Our openness to new shit. And I'm pretty open.
Yeah.
I'm pretty open. I'm just like, because I don't know what the fuck's really going on here. Taking those super mega multivitamins will do that to you. It'll move your whole standard deviation. And that shit'll be permanent because that shit's lasted a whole long time. It's been like 7-8 years. I'm still pretty open. Not sure what's going on here, y'all. I was along for the ride sometimes. Yeah. But I think it is super mystical and magical and crazy down to the smallest nuance level of detail that can make or break or set you up, or everything's built upon everything is built upon the prior moment, or that's how we interpret life. Like time is kind of an illusion, I think, but we live past, present to future. So everything's like built upon each other. So I think that it literally does work like that. Like your decisions do lead to another decision, but then it gets down to the smaller like thought impulses that you choose to act on and choose to give attention towards and energy towards and listen to. Because we all have that inner voice, those inner voices going on telling us to do things, or thoughts that populate, like thoughts that we propagate, and then thoughts that just populate. And like they're both there. It's like it's like a fucking chat room, and it's going on, and there's two bubbles coming in. Yeah. And you can enter into the chat for sure, but like there's other bubbles coming into the chat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you're trying to like love that thing into just populating everything you want it to populate. Right.
Trying to take control of that. But either way, pretty open to information. So I'm not sure if this man's crazy or not, because I consider myself to be pretty crazy. I'm pretty crazy.
That's the thing, right?
I'm pretty wild. I believe some crazy shit.
Go on.
Because we've just experienced some crazy shit, man.
Yeah. Life isn't necessarily what it seems.
Yeah. The coincidental aspect of the coincidental nature of life.
Yeah, bro. You want to hear about some coincidental nature?
Please.
My dog? You want it?
I would love to.
Okay. So we're just talking about stuff, right?
Yeah.
We're just talking about life and stuff. Always. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about it. So, like, after work on Friday night.
Okay.
I'm there pretty late. Went off. I don't remember exactly what happened. I'm not sure. But regardless.
We'll keep popping. Oh, was that the night with the NBA player?
Yeah. And that was just dope. That was cool. And I see our friend John hanging out outside his car after I thought he would have left by then. By the time I thought he left versus when I left. And then I drive over to where he's at and then just like park like in front of his car and just leave my car running and then just stop by and then talk to him for a little bit. And then we end up just like chopping it up for like 45 minutes, almost an hour.
chopping it.
Just chopping the wood.
Just chopping that bitch.
Chopping that thing down.
Chippity choppity.
Just talking about it.
Choppingdales.
Yes. It's a chop shop. What? Yeah, man. And in that conversation, you know, just like a lot of times I don't want to spend the energy doing that. A lot of times I'm like introverted. So
It's a long time.
That's a long time, bro.
You only get like 16 hours of conscious life.
Right. I'll be trying to
Day.
like, get home, you know, eat some dinner, you know what I'm saying? Maybe put some TV on, like chill for a second before I gotta go to
Wind
bed.
down and then go to sleep.
Right. Because I'm on the clopin. I got that open the next day.
Yeah, you cloping.
That clopin that don't play, bro. Like,
Cloping life.
that's like a 48-hour mission, the clopin.
Yeah.
You know?
It's one long day, just 2 days together.
Yeah, and you get a decent nap in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but you know, it just felt like I should, you know, be there for my friend. You know what I'm saying? He's a little stressed out. He's a little like you know, trying to, you know, I feel like just like hanging out with him for a little bit would be like, you know, a good thing for his stress level, because I know it's like you're looking out for the homies, you know?
Yeah.
Making sure everybody's okay. And chop it up in good spirits. I gotta get out of there. I'm like, okay, I'm like dying. It's getting like, gotta go. And then in that conversation was when I told him that we usually wear red ties on Saturdays if he wanted to get in on the vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the next morning, dude, okay, this is the point where you can just call me crazy. What
you're saying, the energy you're coming with right there, it's like, I don't give a fuck what you think, because I know what I'm experiencing here.
Yes.
I don't care if you call me crazy. That's Terrence Howard, 6 months in the womb.
Fine.
I'll give it to you.
Give us the linchpin.
I'll give it to you. You can have it.
Pull the rose petals off the flower for us.
Do your flower life thing, guy.
Yeah. I'm getting ready in the morning, and I feel what he told me was like, text me in the morning and remind me. And
Red Tie Gang?
Yes.
Heard.
And I am getting ready, and I feel him through the cosmos. I feel him think, oh, it's Red Tie Day. He was going to text me. Like, you could call me crazy, but I'm getting to the point where like I can feel people feel things, and then later on in the day they bring it up to me, and I want to be like, did you think of this about like 10:40 a.m.? That was about when this hit you, and then you held on to it till now, because I felt it hit you. Like, I know.
Right in the notes, like John just got hit.
Yeah.
Like 10:43.
I'll do it. I'll start doing it, bro. Because like I feel like I'm getting on with it. Like,
yeah. That would fuck some people up.
It's crazy. Like I feel them feel it. Like I don't know if they give off a signature or
you hear like a gong. Like,
yeah, because like the idea floats into my space too, and then I feel the idea float into my space, and then the energy pull, I can feel them accept it, or like it like
it's like on a string between both of you.
Yeah,
and whenever they catch it, like
yeah,
becomes taut.
That's what I feel.
Like, oh shit! Like
yeah, bro.
Our string's just like. Boop.
Call me crazy. But that's what happened like with like relative like.
And what happened? Or he like, how did he validated this thought?
He just shows up in the red tie, but I didn't text him.
Okay.
Right? So like in my own head, it was like, if I didn't text him and remind him, he probably wasn't going to wear the red tie. You know what I'm saying? But like I felt that tug, but was also just like kind of still getting ready. And like, you know, I didn't want to be like, say bro, better be wearing the uni today. You know what I'm saying? But I was, you know, I also knew that in our relationship, he would have probably, because I'm usually like, yeah, bro, we'll do something. Yeah, bro, my dog, we'll fucking, you know, drink the beer, play the ping pong, or hit the hot tub, lift the weights, sauna it down, fucking whatever you want to do, bro. I'm around. But then, like, sometimes I don't, like, it's not that I don't follow through, but I'm not taking a lot of initiative for that stuff. Life gets busy. I'm a little introverted. You know what I'm saying? That's why stopping at the car was me getting a little out of that introverted nature. And then whenever I felt the tautness, I'm like, I felt him feel that, and I still didn't text him. I feel like he felt like I had already invested into like the friendship when I had the opportunity. Like I didn't text you back, but we just hung out for like an hour last night. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my dog. I thought of it. I'm gonna wear the red tie. Is what I assumed happened in my own story as I'm analyzing, right? Because I just didn't text him. But he shows up in the red tie, and then the three of us are red tied up, looking like presidential, is what I think, right? Yeah. I think we're looking presidential, right? But then John's like, welcome to Bloodbath Saturday.
Yeah, welcome to the Bloodbath.
And I was just like, That's hard. You know, I watch Vikings. I'm into it. But then some crazy stuff happens at work.
Crazy shit happens in restaurants
All
across the nation.
All the time, every day.
Across the nation, everyone.
All the time, every day.
It happens every Saturday across the nation. I wonder how many times it happens. But yeah, we experienced a little loss. There's a little loss of staff.
Have you ever had
the bloodbath ensued?
Have you ever had a dream or watch a TV show where someone quits, you know, and they're like, "Did you scream at the boss? Did you spit in his face? Did you flip your desk?" Yeah. Like everybody kind of aspires to have a great quitting story.
Yeah. Tell them to shove it.
Yeah, what'd you do? All I'm saying is, on the other end of every quitting story is a squad in a bloodbath.
It's a team that just lost some teammates.
Yeah. So, you know, without saying any more, we all immediately, like, the theme of the day, like the name of the episode was the bloodbath.
Yeah.
But like some days just have what happened yesterday? Well, this is what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go through every day, and every day's kind of the same, and then the nuances between the days kind of define the days.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's crazy.
That day's nuance was fucking that we lost some people. And we're all wearing the bloodbath ties, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was just like eerie, you know, all day. And then I tell you, I'm like, yo, I woke up thinking about how, like, I normally feel like my only opponent is me. I'm like, I look in the mirror, that's the only worthy opponent. I see you. I respect you. And I hate you. And I love you.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I want to shake your hand before I fucking get in that ass for 48 minutes, bro. Like, I'm your biggest problem, too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're locked in here. You don't want to see me, bro. Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. You don't got me. I got you.
Yeah. That's me. I want to have that moment with the mirror every day.
Okay. I love that.
But, like, and yes, that day I felt specifically more like my opponent wasn't just like me. It was like Satan himself.
Oh, shot.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. It was just a different feeling.
When you looked in the mirror that day, or it's like from the beginning of the day?
I felt it over here somewhere. I can remember feeling it right here, and then my energy went to my mirror. I was like, oh, my opponent. Like, I love that guy. I hate him, but like, I mean, he's the guy I want to whoop's ass.
My adversary.
Like, that's my adversary. Yeah. And I felt this other thing being like, I'm your adversary, bitch. And I was just like, I gotta whoop your ass. Like, I'm training with that guy so that I can whoop your ass.
Yeah. It's like your training partner, your sparring partner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, I miss my sparring partner. Yeah. Like my dog. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh shit, like, oh yeah.
All the sparring is for this.
Yeah. We spar to fight. Yeah. Like, that's crazy. And I don't know why I felt that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I just like felt that, you know? Mm-hmm. And so.
I remember you saying that.
Right.
Whenever it was like the bloodbath was like the precept, and then like the shoe dropped and then became the bloodbath for real. And then you're like, I knew it. I fucking felt it this morning.
Yeah, bro. It's like, it felt like the previous most difficult day we ever worked at work was Valentine's Day. So that kind of lives in infamy just because it was a very difficult day.
That was a bloodbath.
And that populated in my mind while I was getting ready too. I think it was when I was putting on the red. I was like,
I'm pretty sure I wore red tie that day too.
Right.
Makes sense. Why wouldn't I? Valentine's Day? Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that it, for whatever reason, that populated in my head. And I was like, you know, I just don't want a day to be like that. I just don't want that kind of day. That day was terrible. It was bad.
Infamy,
right? So it was weird. Then when I tell you, like, bro, I was feeling all this shit this morning.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever feel like you're in a moment and you're like realizing like, oh, I'm living in a moment right now. Like, I'm in an episode right now. Like, I'm acting. And it was crazy because, like you said, thoughts populate in your own mind. And then in my own mind, like, the thought populated like, you want to join them? you want to Irish goodbye?
You want to skedaddle? Skedaddle and the skadoodle?
This is some of my favorite.
Some noodles?
I was like, there's a lot of sun left in this Saturday, baby. They're probably going to the river. River sounds nice.
Sunset don't sunset till about 8:30 nowadays. Till about 4:00.
And brother, I'm telling you, like, you know, immediately the next thing I said to you was, that would be one of the worst things I ever did. Whenever like I truly evaluated that thought, because at first it came across
Like,
my
play
screen
it out.
as like a joke, like a meme, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like, what would happen if I did that, you know? And I was like, I'd be sick with myself.
The fantasy. But yeah.
I don't know if I'd be sick with myself. That's not the truth. I'd probably have a lot of fun on the river. You probably had a lot of fun that day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like there was some place. Maybe it was with God. That's what you said. But like, there's some place where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to have done that. That's like that's not the right thing to do. That'd be missing the mark pretty bad. You know, like that would be a big,
at least a little bit. Definitely missing the mark.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at that point in my life, like that would be a big that's an interception. We're not trying to throw a pick on the game-winning drive. What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're trying to go to state.
Yeah, trying to score a touch.
Every practice, we're trying to go to state.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just like metaphysics say no. Like I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. Especially after what happened, or to do that on your own accord is like maybe your life circumstance plays out to where that's like maybe a proper decision, you know. But in this particular situation, I don't think so.
I just like the vibes, bro. What, we're fucking done, bro?
We're calling it, bro. Is it done, bro?
If it's done, it's cooked, bro.
If the horse is dead, I'm not gonna kick it. I'm not gonna beat it, bro.
Did we just shoot the horse, bro?
The horse became a camel and we broke his back, bro.
Dude, toodles, bro. It's fucking dudes, bro. Yeah,
dudes, bro.
Like that.
We're just going with the energy. I'm just reading the room. If this movie sucks. I'm not the last person left in this theater. Like, what the fuck?
I think that's why I was like, there's opportunity here, man.
Reading the room, bro. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, but no, I'm in that bitch, dog.
We're in that motherfucker.
I'm in that motherfucker. I'm hooping, bro. I came to hoop, bro.
We're hooping.
We hooping. And dude, but check me out. So I'm like, get off of work. Finally, dog. I'm finally out of that thing. It was a fucking tough ass day. I worked the whole shift. As soon as it started going, I didn't really stop until 15 minutes before I left.
Time to call it.
Yeah, pretty much. And just balling. But things weren't falling my way, That's another thing that I reminded myself that man, it's just little ass moments can change the whole room. Like if you go have three of your interactions early on in the I got triple sat 3 tables. And let's say I greeted all of them with B+ to A- greet. I was still warming up. I was still trying to have good rhythm. But I delivered all the information very well. And then I get into phase 1 of taking orders, you know what I'm saying? And it was just tough because I'm asking this table if they want to order any appetizers. They had a chance to look, any questions about the menu. And they're basically kind of put off. They're like, man, we're chilling, we're relaxing today. Sorry, we're not in any rush at all. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, take your time. And I go to the next table. And then I'm like, more or less same question, right? And then they're kind of oh yeah, I think we could give you everything. And then they give me their whole order, which is cool.
Bang.
But I also didn't want them to feel like they needed to give me their whole order if they didn't want to. And it was also, they were a family from Turkey. So I'm trying to bridge a cultural gap there, which is cool. And I ended up doing it, but it just was a little shaky at first. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm pouring a bottle of wine. And I know that this wine has fucking sediments in the fucking wine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my brain tells me adjust how you decant this wine. My brain's got it, bro. Glug glug glug.
Oh no!
Because some of them it helps to glug it out.
Get it out of there.
Yeah, we're gonna glug it up, cuh.
Glugger, Louisville Glugger.
Glug 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 glug. And I get some glug out of there, and then I see like sediment on the thing, and I'm like, oh, bruh, like this one is a hold it in the shoulder guy.
Yeah.
This one's
You gotta shoulder those burdens, brother.
Put it right in the holster, baby. Just
Yeah.
and I was like, just mortified a little bit internally,
There's a little fuck.
That's a swing and a miss for sure. Fuck.
A little bit of that.
And then I like pour out the rest of the decanter, and like the sediments kind of stay on one side of the decanter, and I pour out the other side of it. And it's like, I mean, just like instead of going like this, I just like go like this. It's not a lot of change, but like avoid the sediments. Don't get a lot in the glass, but still, regardless, they go for the second bottle. And then I'm like, ask them, I'm like, would you like another decanter? And the guy's like, yeah, we could let's do another decanter. And I'm like, yeah, this one's fucking covered in dirt. Like, obviously, we should do another one. Like, this mistake isn't gone unnoticed.
You gonna eat this?
That's what I'm trying to, that's the other thing is like, you're fucked up and it's obvious, bro.
It's right there.
And I'm like, all right, so this table thinks I have bad timing. This table was going to eat gravel because of me. And then I get this table over here. And then that's the table that like, I'm down 2 points. I get them going and humming, and I'm like, what should I do here? What should I do here? They are like good. They're like basically more or less told me when they need me, they'll tell me. And then this table is like eating, and then this table is like in this in between phase. Let me just like invest in this table right now because it's like the most free thing to do. And then turns out that guy like owns a business. His business is basically a date night. You go and make a candle, and they provide free wine because they don't have a liquor license, but wine is included in the experience. And then you like get a date night of like drinking a bottle and making a candle. And then it's just like cool.
A little boat thing.
Yeah. He's just like popping off. They make decent money. He says it's like his own business.
That's cool.
I'm like, that's tight, bro.
Do your thing.
Yeah. And then just like make friends with this guy. And then their food ends up taking like a long ass time. And I was just so happy. Like I had invested into this dude's like experience already because he was just like, bro, like you're good. Don't even worry about a thing. And I was just like, let's go, baby. And then like from that point, more or less like rallied out the last two tables. The middle table was celebrating a 76th birthday.
Damn,
it was like the son, who's like a 50-year-old person, and then the wife, and then the grandpa. And then the grandpa was talking about, I asked him, I was like, what's the key to vitality? Like, what are you doing to stay forever young over here? Is it like spinach? Like, what are you still lifting weights? And he's like, in Turkish, explains that he drinks this like traditional Turkish liquor. I think it's called like Turkish Roadhouse or something.
Okay. It's a alcoholic beverage?
Yes.
Okay.
And then
love it.
He'd ask me like where I'm from or where my family's from or something like that. And then I just like told him that some of my grandparents were from Italy, and he was like super like, oh, my fucking friend. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Got like excited about that.
Yes.
He's like, Turkey, Italia, it's like right there. It's like neighbors.
My brother.
Yeah. And I was just like, if that makes you feel good, bro. Yeah.
We're in.
I'm pretty red-blooded American, but like my dog, you know what I'm saying? And then he explains that this Turkish liquor that he's trying to talk about in Italy is grappa.
Oh, yeah.
It's like more or less the same thing.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Right?
Heard.
And then so I go and get some grappa and then pour him out a pour of that. And I'm just like, for the, you know what I'm saying? The key to life.
Yeah, there you go. Vitality.
Yeah, the key to vitality. And then I was like, bah, got him.
Buck.
That table's bucked up.
That's bucked.
We're good. They're happy. They're cool. Recovered from a shoulder full of sediments. Like, and then when I poured the second bottle, I did it right. And there was like hardly any sediments in the fucking decanter.
Nice.
And it was just like, just felt like a goofball. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's how I meant to do the first time.
Right. And then get back to the third table, and they're like happy, but my timing's kind of off. And I'm just like, And then John comes in with help side, talks to the table, gets to know them. He pours them out some ice wine, a little bit for everybody, gets to know them. They're super cool with John. By the time they leave, they're super happy. It was like perfect. Like I was like kind of getting beat on the outside, and then the safety came over the top and obliterated it. And I was like, let's go.
Nice.
Fucking defense is working. Like, I guess what had happened too is they quizzed me super hard on the menu right when they sat down. I give them like a really nice greet. I come back, they tell me my timing's off. I come back again, and then they quiz the fuck out of me on the menu. I'm just like, geez. And I answered like every question like good, but I was kind of taken aback, so my energy wasn't super like
confident.
Nah. Yeah, just like rattling it off, Oh well, I believe that is blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Shitty play by my standard.
It's a little different energy.
I'm in a fucking suit, baby. Yeah. Deliver that shit. Stand and deliver, Papa. Let me see you get on the table, baby. Teach these kids, baby. You know what what I'm saying?
For real, bro.
Yeah.
That's how you teach these kids.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta show them how to bow.
Yeah. I'm over here fucking with my left hand, like, But yeah, anyways, awkward speech is awkward speech. But I felt like, you know. And then I told him that fucking we get our steaks from Nebraska. Not true. This is a bold-faced lie. I gotta go back over there, eat some fucking crow. Sir, pardon me while I open up this crow and take a big bite right in front of you. Actually, we get our steaks from Arkansas City, Kansas, which I'll never fucking forget again. He's like, Arkansas or Kansas, which is it, boy? And I'm like,
Arkansas City is in Kansas. There is a city in Kansas called Arkansas City. I'm looking at it right now.
regardless, he just had me in the conversation.
Just in the doubt.
I wasn't sure.
Just instilled doubt. He's like, that doesn't make any sense. You're like, I don't fucking make the map, bitch. Kansas City's in Missouri? Fuck you.
Right? That's where I was with them. And then luckily, wine director comes over, saves my day.
Bucks up.
Thank God I had looked, I'm saying invested in our relationship the day before, because maybe he just thought to check on me for an extra moment. That one decision to hang out and talk for an hour. Let me check on his section. This table doesn't look like, those tables look obviously happy. This table looks kind of somewhere in the middle. Steps in, makes a friend, drops some ice wine, turns him back around, and we're out of there. And we're gooch. But even I ball, and it's these little things, bro, can just fuck you. Like, good night's a bad night. Because I took tables last Saturday, bald, and it's glistening, and pulling up like every single table, just like crushing.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last table especially, just ultra crushed. Like the biggest table that had the most questions and wanted to know, get a big bottle of wine. It's like, if they come in asking a ton of, there's only so many, some tables are easier than other tables, but that was like maximum threat of like me not performing well, was like this more critical guest, and just crushed every level, dude.
Murder.
And then they were super happy when they left. Loved the experience, loved the place. And it felt great. I was like, yeah, this is what we came for. We built our country on this right here. I built a fucking castle on foundationally sound service, you know?
100%.
And then coming to that Saturday night when we need the ball, it's a bloodbath. And I was down 0-2. I'm like, boy, you better get some bucks. Boy, you better get some bucks in this bitch, bro.
We're down 0-2. Long 7-game series, baby. Come on.
Okay, so that's the whole day, right? That's the day. I get out of that motherfucker. I'm driving home. Call my girlfriend. I think, you know what I think is hilarious?
Huh.
If you let a group of people get out of work, all of them say bye. I feel like the next thing you hear is, it's a phone ringing on the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? It's so funny how many times, like, I just see people get in the car and the first thing they do is call somebody.
Yep.
And
yep.
So you know how that shit goes. You know what I'm saying?
You know how that shit goes.
You know how that shit goes. And then she just kind of gets into telling me about her day first. And she's just like, yeah, I just felt like the devil was just really fucking out there today.
Bloodbath.
Just fucking, just everything was kind of trying to go wrong. And I don't know. I just really felt like the devil was really trying to break us down today, like an extra little bit. And I'm just like, boop, 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 boop. Right.
That's a couple days ago, right? This past Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the bloodbath day.
Yeah.
Right. She's telling me this on the phone because, like, Saturdays I usually get out of work, stop at home, pack a bag, shower. I stop at the QT and get some sugar-free peach black tea. That's like our thing on Saturday nights.
Okay.
It's like sugar-free sweet tea, peach tea, but it's from QT and it's delicious.
Let's go.
So, like, she'll usually make some dinner. I'll bring some sweet tea over, and then we kick it, right? So I'm talking to her while I'm driving to the crib so that I can, like, shower up, check up with her, make sure she's good.
Mm-hmm.
She's telling me all this stuff. I, like, hang up, shower, change, stop at the QT. I'm driving to her crib. I pull up to the crib, bro. I pull up to the crib, bro.
You at the crib.
I'm at the crib, bro.
Pulled up.
I clopened, bro.
Cloping it.
From Friday night, bro. I'm a little tired, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so bloodbath all day. Pull up. As soon as I pull up, bro.
You pull up.
There's like a car in front of, like, she's parked in the driveway, bro. And like I can park like in the driveway behind her, right? So like one lane, but 2 cars can fit there.
Yeah.
And as I'm pulling in, I see her dog asleep underneath her car But in my stomach, I get kind of like petrified because I realize I don't think that dog's asleep.
Oh,
I think that dog's dead.
no.
I think that's a dead dog.
Oh no.
Like as soon as
you saw it, you didn't even. It wasn't even. It was like a split instant.
because like the driveway. So like when the car went up on the driveway, I could see underneath the car where she always falls asleep. But then like when it came down a little bit, she was no longer in my vision. But I knew in my stomach, I was like, ooh, I don't think that dog was alive.
What?
It was so crazy. It was like I smelled it or something. It was
Yeah,
just like,
that's what I was trying to get to. It's like you could just literally sense it. It was just like the Matrix. It was like ones and zeros. It's like whoa, anomaly.
yeah.
What's that? That's not normal ones and zeros.
Yes, bro.
That's all zeros.
Also because last week I saw her and that feeling hit me of like, oh, you look like not okay.
Oh.
Like is this dog okay? Like, and I just didn't, I didn't think so. And then in the middle of the week, Marissa was kind of freaking out because she said Daisy hadn't come home. And I was like, oh, that dog looks sick. And then I was like, nah, she'll come home. She's going to come home. She's probably outside right now. She's probably sleeping somewhere. And she was like kind of getting upset. She's like, she's not here. Like, look, I'm going to go outside. And she goes outside and kind of screams out, Daisy, Daisy. And then Daisy came around and was there. And I was like, see, I told you she's there. Like, she's just a little sick, And then I pull up and like, it was just like, and I was like,
oh,
nah, bro.
Damn.
Nah, bro.
That's crazy.
Crazy, bro.
That's crazy because I was also gonna mention that on that, I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. Because yeah, the lady had gone through. She went through a week because we took our pictures on Sunday with Jacoby for like our engagement stuff and all that, and like the entire Monday to Saturday leading up to that, she had like a week just like going through it. And then Saturday, she was like, I get a call, and she's just like, she goes to the gym, and she calls me shortly thereafter, and she's like not freaking out, but definitely like a little worked up, and she's like, babe, I just like hit a bird, or like a bird just like hit my car. I'm pretty sure I killed it.
Oh no!
She's like, the sound,
the crunching,
just the gush. She's like, I was just driving straight, and it just fucking flew out of my left, and just. Whoof.
Damn, bro. A little birdie, bro.
Saturday bloodbath, dog.
That happened on Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
That's crazy, bro.
And that was the end of your Saturday night?
Yeah. Well, also, you know what happens when your dog dies?
What happened?
I mean, you gotta like...
bury it.
Yeah, you gotta do something with it, you know what I'm saying?
Because if not...
I mean, that's terrible, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. So it starts smelling and like...
the vultures gonna come.
Every morning they're looking.
The vultures are looking, bro.
They vulching.
They vulching.
So, I'm fucking exhausted, brother.
Fuck.
I got my QT peach tea in my hand, dog.
The QT peach tea.
Like,
sugar free.
I'm like, baby. Vikings, please. Please.
Fuck. No.
So we're debating and weighing out burying this dog.
Options.
We're just like,
what to do.
And then I call like a 24/7 vet, and then they offer like a service where you could like get the dog cremated. And so, we got to run the dog over to the 24/7 vet. And it's like a whole sad little emotional thing. It sucks, bro, when a dog dies, bro. Dude,
it's so sad.
Pour some out.
Love dogs, man. Fucking love dogs, man.
Dude.
I love them. That's rough.
I mean,
how old is she?
6 plus.
Oh.
Yeah, not that old.
Still young, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, she thugged it out, though.
Thugging it out.
You want to talk about a thug life?
Yeah.
Like, she thugged it out, bro.
Thug life.
She had, like, at least 2 litters of dogs, for sure. Just in the streets. This dog, like, loved to be outside. Like, didn't want to be inside. And then not only didn't want to be inside, but, like, didn't want to, like, stay inside the gate. Like, would do, like, crazy shit to get out of the gate. And it's like, at some point, there was kind of like
for the streets.
A decision was made that she was for the streets.
She's
like,
for the streets.
We could have invested more into the fortress at one point to like keep the dog, you know what I'm saying? Like
Corralled.
Yeah. But then it was just like this dog, like, you know,
It's gonna get out.
she just wants to get out there.
Using
Mix it
all
up.
of her concerted life force to get out of this fucking gate.
Yeah. That's her whole mission.
That's it.
So she ran with the streets all night and day. All night and day.
And she runs.
Like, if you've seen, like, you know, you ever been in, like, you know, a neighborhood where you just, like, you know, you seen a pack of dogs.
It's a gang of dogs.
There's
always at least 3 of them.
You're like, whoa, watch out for that gang of dogs there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? That was Daisy. She was out there. And she's like, you know, only this big. She's like she's not tiny. She's not a chihuahua size, but she's like
Medium, schmedium.
schmedium for sure.
Uh-huh.
Super schmedium. She weighed like 30 pounds probably.
Okay, yeah, extra schmedium.
Yeah, extra schmedium. Just not microscopic.
Uh-huh.
She was just thugging it out though, bro. Dude, she had, of all her babies that she had, right?
Mhm.
She had a baby. And then this baby, like, all the other dogs got sold away, right?
Mhm.
But she kept one of those babies. And then that dog at one point got pregnant kind of like around like 2 years old, like maybe a little bit too early for a dog. But then she had all these puppies, right?
Mhm.
So this is like a grandma dog.
Yeah,
We're talking about Daisy, right?
yeah,
Okay. Thugging it out, Daisy.
yeah. In the streets.
And then this dog, Ruby is her name.
Okay.
She like didn't take care of her babies, bro. Like she would like at one point was like fighting with them or like roughing them up or like maybe even trying to eat them.
Oh.
The fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that, bro? Like I've never even heard of dogs doing that, bro.
That's crazy.
What kind of, that's not how nature works very often, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then
It's
So
just too young. I don't know.
she, right? That's what my girlfriend says.
Uh-huh.
So she had to take the babies away from her because she's gonna like kill them probably. And then after that, Daisy already kind of like protects the fortress. Anybody walking by, she's like goes fucking nuts. Okay, if there's a bike that goes by, like dog, like she could take out a biker. Like if she really needed to, she'd fucking get right in that tire, fucking whoop, 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 take somebody out, right?
Oh, fuck.
I've definitely seen her maybe get her ass close to getting beat a couple times.
Mm.
But I would just like scream, you know what I'm saying? I don't really condone this behavior, but it's also not my dog. I was be like, Daisy! I'm a fucking dog! Fuck off back here, dog! and she'd stop. She'd listen to me.
Nice.
And people would respect this gesture. They'd be like, well, at least this man's in control of the dog.
Yeah, yeah,
Of this
yeah.
uncontrollable dog.
At least it's got some boundaries, or it's got some laws.
But apparently Ruby, she ain't have that comeback.
Oh,
She ain't have that. She didn't listen. So she like, you know, attacked like an Amazon worker or something like that.
oh no.
Yeah. And then ends up getting put down.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Because she was kind of fucked up after trying to eat her kids didn't work out.
What the fuck?
So back to Daisy.
Yes.
She saw all of that shit.
Okay.
In her scope, I'm like, that's crazy. I had a lot of babies. I kept this baby. This baby was crazy. It got all the way put down.
Fuck.
And then she was still thugging it out. I think at that point she was just like an even harder street dog. You know what I'm saying?
More hardened.
She'd seen some shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, more calloused over.
Yeah.
Gave
Yeah.
even less of a fuck. That's crazy though, man. That's sad. That sucks.
Yeah, but she held it down and she was always super sweet to like the franchise, you know?
Yeah. And then you had to do some shit Saturday night as well.
Yeah, no, yeah. We took it to
Oh yeah,
get cremated.
that was it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
But I didn't get to bed till like 5 a.m.
Jesus, God above. That's a long day. That's a clopin.
That's a clopin.
That's a clopin and a half.
But in reality, okay, just super transparency. I ended up writing the verse to Pop Pop during that time. Cause like it got super like I just got super wavy. And I listened to Pop Pop
The
and
sleep deprivation got to you.
yeah. And also the concrete metaphysical reality of the fact that this was the bloodbath day. I'm fucking tripping, dude. The cloping into the bloodbath into this is how I know it was a bloodbath day.
I know this was an episode.
Right.
This was an episodic span of time.
And then in that energy, post shift, post workout, post everything,
Post episode,
I was just like, going off. It's like, for a little bit of shine and the boy getting sun like the middle of July, and you put it on the line, so you got to get it done, and they're out to have fun, but you staying on your grind because you know that you're the one, got murder on the mind and love full of heart. Oh, there it is. Found it, bro. Found my verse, dog.
There it is.
Yeah.
Getting inspired by the moment.
How crazy. It was just so crazy to me. And I was like, I'll never forget when I wrote this verse. This day is like super specific in my mind.
All that shit's crazy.
Crazy, bro. So yeah, when I evaluate whether or not Terrence Howard is crazy, I'm like, am I crazy?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to just say someone's crazy. Or I guess whenever you say that, crazy can have a lot of depth and a lot of nuance to it and a lot of levels, you know? But I guess everyone's a little crazy. We're all living in a hallucination. We're all just kind of figuring this shit out. So everyone has their own perspective. But then I guess some people are like mentally ill or like schizophrenic or whatever the fuck. So they're like quote unquote crazy. But then some people are just really kind of philosophically out there or maybe on the cusp of some information, scientific field, like metaphysical studies and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, what's real?
That's crazy, quote unquote, as well. Yeah, I guess, what's real is like, and it's anything, what's crazy and what's real. It's like, it's also all by what you define, you know? Because some things that people think are crazy are just like common or foundational knowledge for other people or whatever, you know? That's why I think we're crazy in that regard for some, because I think that making your bed or like the way that the universe works, we all have our own crazy interpretation of how the universe works. And everyone just has their own specific little thing. Even if you don't know what it is verbally and consciously, like we're all operating under something. We're all operating under some sort of assumptions and analytics here. Like we're trying to do something here. But yeah, for us to think that if I make my bed, it'll put me on like a different like timeline or like a different frequency, a different wavelength, or a different trajectory for a different type of experience going forward, because who knows what the future holds. That's, I guess we're all trying to figure out what the fuck the future holds. You know, we're always progressing into the future.
Go on.
It's like, how the fuck is this
into that future? How's
it going to unfold? Yeah, how does it unfold in a way where I deem that this is like good or better than it was or beneficial in some manner or something? We're always trying to go towards that better future.
Yeah, we want the good life.
Mm-hmm. No one's. I guess a more accurate thing might be to say that no one's intentionally trying to create a worse future for themselves. No one's intentionally trying to do that. But we're all trying to predict the future and trying to create a future.
Yes, create the future, maybe not.
Mm-hmm,
Some people are just living in the present. Not. It's hard to stretch yourself. You have to stretch your mind to the past to remember what happened so that you can project into the future and then kind of like live in both places and travel forward while you're living in both places. So it's like, you know, I remember being like 23 and you just like wake up, go sit on the couch, like what's on TV? You know what I'm saying? You're just like living life. What do I got to do today? I got to get my tires. I feel like we're kind of doing something different now, you know?
Maybe it looks a little bit different. I don't know. I think we're ultimately, that's what we're trying to do, is try and make a better, progress towards a better future.
Yeah. Maybe that is more true. Maybe everybody is trying to do that independently to some degree somehow.
Yeah. However they deem that to be.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. Yeah. We're all crazy in that regard.
We do a ton of sewing. We're like doing a lot of sewing, which is good. Like that's where we're almost like farmers for whatever the fuck you reap. You know, it's like we have to sow. That's like what we're invested in. I think other people, I don't know how much other people are like spending every day sewing, trying to like get to where they're going. But like where we're going, if we don't try and focus and put a lot of energy and sew a lot, we like won't get there. So, but maybe everybody feels like that, you know?
Yeah. Right. I think that there's a common shared human story, you know?
Yeah.
Part of the story that we all share, or an emotion that we all experience within the story.
Right.
Yeah. So who's to say that he's crazy? But I guess some people. I want to see some sort of scientific debate or some sort of something with him, because God knows what's going to happen going forward.
You got to do it, right?
Yeah.
He literally called them all out.
He called out life. Called out gravity. Like anyone who believes in gravity's got to defend this shit, or like gotta try to make this shit right. It's crazy.
How do they not debate it?
Yeah. So that's coming soon, y'all. That's gonna be a cool thing to see going forward. The next time that he's on Joe Rogan, I'm curious to see what's gonna happen in between what just happened, or he was on a couple weeks ago, versus the next time he's on. What takes place in between then and now, or now and then?
I've been looking.
I want to see the debates. I want to see something.
Yeah.
Something crazy. Because, yeah, y'all, I guess he's talking about fucking breaking our whole scientific periodic table. Or not breaking it, but reconstructing it. And then also kind of reconstructing our mathematical systems. And then gravity. And then propulsion systems, like cars. We don't need, I guess he was trying to say, like, we don't need oil or whatever the fuck he was trying to say to do the things that we're trying to do.
You just uncouple from the Earth's rotational spin and the Earth's gravity. Just uncouple from that shit. And then just doop, float. And like, planes would be like, doot, doot, doot. And you'd be at your destined arrival. Imagine like you board this fucking giant cube and then you're just like, put on your seatbelt, fasten all your luggage. You'll be in Tokyo in 10 seconds. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Welcome to Tokyo. It's like, that would be fucking crazy, dude.
That'd be wild.
Allegedly, we're going to be there like right now, according to Terrence Howard. It's like, we're idiots for not being there.
We're coming there soon. It's coming up, but he has to have some sort of like full team behind him. I know he mentions he has a team of people doing or helping him do this shit.
The real scientists.
So all of them are like in agreement with him, and they're all trying to use this information to progress forward. So it's like, what's gonna happen now? I'm curious to see.
I'm curious to see.
I'm excited. I'm also excited. I don't know why this popped in my mind, but we were talking about it the other day, me and the lady and the fam. But the Olympics are coming back on in this bitch. We haven't seen an Olympics in like 8 years, bro. 2020 was the last supposed to be Olympics, so we haven't seen one since 2016.
Damn.
It's going down.
Do we love the Olympics?
Olympics are tight.
Who doesn't love the Olympics?
Fucking haters.
Fucking haters.
Fucking haters. I want to go see them. I think they're going to be in LA in 2 rotations.
What?
Yeah. I forget where they're at this year. Damn, I just looked it up too. I think it's London.
Really?
I think they're going to be in London this year. It might be 2028 actually, so next time. I think it's 2028 or 2032. They're going to be in LA.
That's crazy.
I was like, that'd be kind of cool.
Dude, that'd be ill, bro.
Get our tickets now, bro.
Bro, get them now, bro.
That'd be tight to go to the Olympics.
That'd be tight.
I want to see some track and field. I want to see basketball.
If we could see some basketball, that'd be cool, bro.
Olympic hoops.
We just like, you catch one of those games where they're just like, it's a good game, and Team USA is like in the middle of a good game. That's going to be bananas.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited for that shit too. It's coming up in a couple months.
Dude, rich people vacations are fucking cool. Imagine if we had some fucking M's and then we went to the Olympics.
Yeah, if you got M's, you're definitely going to events that you deem worthy of going to. You know, we'd go to the Olympics. We'd go to the World Cup. We'd go to see all kinds of shit.
Well, what kind of event do you deem the most worthy to go to? Because I wouldn't go to the Olympics just, right now. I'm not like dying. Like, I gotta go. I gotta see one before I die, bro. Like, that doesn't burn in me. But if I had a lot of money, fuck it, bro. Let's go to LA.
If I had a lot of money, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. No questions asked.
There'd be a lot more fucking moments.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I guess I put the Olympics up there. I would definitely want to see an Olympics. A World Cup would be really tight to see as well. Super Bowl would be cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
If the Colts were in it, or like...
Oh, yeah. Dude, that's like a premium ultimate experience.
Yeah, I don't really have a team like that I'm like super, super diehard for the NFL. But I go with you to go see the Colts in the Super Bowl.
Dude, I would try to be like Jason Kelce, trash by the end of it. I feel like you got to be like, let's go. Like, to really be a football fan. Just like 12 beers in.
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I would, I could hold myself from it, especially maybe if we were balling.
Yeah. And it'd be tight to see the NBA finals, like the Lakers. 'Cause I guess I am like a Lakers fan. Like, probably my most diehard sports affiliation. Basketball, men's NBA, the Lakers. Kobe was my dog.
Dude, I think being courtside might be one of the most dope experiences you can have as a fan of any sport. Is courtside at a basketball game.
Right? Because they're on the fucking court.
Right fucking there.
They're right there.
You hear all the shit they're talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can actually watch the game, you know?
Yeah. You
like,
can high five them.
You watch the broadcast of the game at home. You watch 2 guys talk about the game at home. Like, if you ever sat at LA Fitness and watched like 2 teams like, they're calling fouls on each other, and now they're getting pissed off for the fouls, and now this dude's been scoring the last 3 or 4 points, so now this guy's really trying to lock him up. It's like, is he going to get bailed out by the other players, or is he going to say fuck this and take this guy to the rack? Like those little nuances, I think they get kind of lost. But if you're right there, like fucking Luka just does it to him, turns around screaming and daps you up, like, bro,
that would be tight. That'd be fucking awesome.
Like, oh my god, I think that might even be cooler.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah,
that would be tight.
Right.
I want to dap up an NBA player after some crazy shit happens. That'd be fucking litty. You can only do that if you're courtside. You can't really do that in the NFL.
Never.
Usually the Lambeau Leap. That'd be kind of tight.
Right. That's yeah. I think that'd be one of the best plays. You can't. It's not a great viewing point for the game. They say like you want to be on the 50-yard line, right? We had seats, man. We're on the 50-yard line, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But
I guess right. That's like ideal.
Yeah, you can really watch the whole game happen, I guess. But Lambeau Leap, catching your boy, I mean, that would be fucking it, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, well, that's premium.
That's
but
it.
I don't think that's nearly as cool as like being right there on the court, like watching
Dapping
Michael
ups.
Jordan talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Dennis get pissed off and fucking throw a chair or something like that right next to you. Like, oh shit!
Someone get ejected.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that'd be tight. So those are definitely up there. But the Olympics will be super cool. I think that'd be. There's a lot to watch. That's the other thing. There's a lot to watch.
So much.
There's so many fucking different events.
They do like tons of heats too, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, just to get the final bracket. Then
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I know they just got a whole bunch of track, a whole bunch of fields, swimming, all the sports. So I think they're gonna start trying to incorporate some sort of American football in that bitch too. Might be like 2-hand touch or flag or some shit. I'm not sure if it's gonna be tackle. Football? Yeah, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I think.
I remember seeing those discussions were being had. America's would fucking dominate.
The thing is like, I think they'd have to really invest in being good at flag football. That's like learn the playbook and like, if they got nasty at flag football, that'd be so fun to watch, bro.
That'd be tight.
I'd be worried they didn't take it seriously. It's like,
but it's Olympics. The Olympics are tied to it. It's your fucking nation.
Come on, bro.
You gotta take it seriously. They're all taking it seriously.
Yeah, you have to.
They definitely want to beat America.
Yeah, that would be tight, bro. Shit, fucking
Tyreek.
Yeah, Tyreek and Justin Jefferson getting thrown to by, Patrick Mahomes.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Josh Allen. Fuck.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That'd be fucking tight. That's it. Who's guarding that? Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun to watch.
So that might be an Olympic event coming in soon. I don't think it's going to be instituted this go around in a couple months, but potentially in the next 4 years, we might see some sort of American football in the Olympics.
Usain Bolt really put the Olympics on the map, like an
and Michael Phelps too.
Yeah, he was.
That was our run when we were growing up.
Yeah, Usain Bolt.
Seeing those motherfuckers just dominating the Olympics, gold medals,
it's these
breaking
people's
records,
whole fucking life.
Yeah,
you're watching in one attempt.
Yep, 4 years for one attempt.
They've been running for how long?
Training and training and training. Yeah, that's wild, bruh. That'd be tight. I'm down.
Heard that. We'll ball. We'll pop a bottle.
Fucking get the gold, baby.
It's gold.
Okay, you want to wind it down?
Dude, I want to pod for another hour and a half, bro. I just want to keep going forever, bro. No, but we got a day ahead of us.
Oh, yeah. We heading into the Play-Doh school. Finna hit the lifters. We finna hit the studio. Finna hit the shifters. And we hitting it.
We hitting shifters?
No.
Oh, praise God. I was like, what are you talking about?
No. Fuck that.
Yeah, we're this is the work day, baby. This is it.
Yeah, we're putting in 38 work days. Hopefully you have a good work day ahead of you, whatever you're doing, whether you're working or not. Put in some work. It's all work. It's all love. It's all up and up.
Up and up, baby.
Come on, baby.
Don't forget to take a break every now and then.
Yeah.
Ask yourself if you're crazy. Ask yourself what's real.
Embrace your craziness. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Embrace that shit. It's me again. Calling you to action. You better answer that shit and like and sub and comment and share and sub. All the above.
Be a bruv. Go ahead and sub up for me. That'd be tight.
Jersey Mike's.
Be
Sub it up. Subway.
Be a friend.
Come on.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Help a friend. Sub. Just playing. All right.
Love y'all. See you on the other side.
Bye.
Rolling through the city to the light show. Really ain't no tell them where we mind.